Every year, millions of people set New Year's resolutions, only to abandon them by February. Why does this happen, and how can you finally make your goals stick? Understanding the real strategies behind successful resolutions can make the difference between another forgotten list and meaningful change in your life. Welcome to HowExpert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to New Year's Resolutions, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Amp, Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. At its core, a New Year's resolution is simply a goal you set for yourself to create positive change. Yet, setting a goal is only the first step. The real challenge lies in maintaining motivation, building habits, and designing a plan that fits your life. In this video, we'll explore what makes resolutions succeed or fail, share actionable strategies, and give you the tools to turn intentions into results. The first key principle is clarity and specificity. Vague resolutions like, "I want to get fit," or "I want to save money," are easy to forget because the goal isn't concrete. Instead, defining exactly what you want and by when makes it tangible. For example, "I will walk 30 minutes every weekday morning" is far more actionable than a generic fitness goal. The insight here is simple. Clarity breeds accountability. When your goal is specific, your brain knows exactly what to aim for. The second principle is breaking goals into manageable steps. Large ambitions can feel overwhelming, which is why most resolutions fail. If your goal is to write a book, break it down into writing 500 words a day or completing one chapter a month. Small, consistent actions build momentum. Think of it like building a staircase. You take one step at a time, and soon enough, you're at the top without feeling crushed by the whole climb. Third, consider tracking progress consistently. Keeping track of your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces your commitment and gives you a visual sense of accomplishment. This could be a journal, an app, or even sticky notes on your fridge marking milestones. For instance, if your resolution is to drink more water, logging each glass creates a rewarding feedback loop. The tip here is that progress becomes motivating when it's visible. Fourth, anticipate obstacles and plan around them. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. By identifying potential challenges in advance, you reduce the chance of giving up. For example, if you want to run every morning but know you have early work meetings, plan shorter evening runs instead. The takeaway is that flexibility isn't failure, it's strategy. Adjusting your plan keeps you moving forward. Fifth, create supportive habits and environment. Your surroundings heavily influence your behavior. If your goal is to eat healthier, keep nutritious snacks visible and remove processed temptations. If you want to read more, place books where you'll see them instead of leaving them on a shelf out of sight. Real change happens when your environment nudges you toward your goals instead of fighting against you. Sixth, build accountability and support systems. Sharing your resolutions with friends, family, or a community increases your likelihood of success. This could mean joining a fitness group, participating in a savings challenge, or simply telling a friend about your target. Accountability transforms a solitary effort into a shared journey, making you more committed and motivated to follow through. Finally, celebrate small wins along the way. Change is rarely instant, and recognizing progress, even tiny victories, reinforces your effort and keeps you inspired. Did you stick to your morning routine for a week? Did you save your first $100 toward your goal? Celebrate it. The brain responds to rewards, and these mini celebrations create positive reinforcement for continued action. To put these ideas together, imagine someone aiming to improve their health this year. They start by setting a clear goal. Walk 10,000 steps daily. They track their steps using a smartwatch, anticipate rainy days by having indoor alternatives, rearrange their schedule to include walking time, share their progress with a friend for accountability, and celebrate each week they hit their target. By combining clarity, planning, tracking, environment, support, and celebration, they transform a simple resolution into a sustainable habit. When you understand these core principles, New Year's resolutions stop being empty promises and start becoming structured plans that actually work. You're no longer relying on fleeting motivation. You're designing a system that encourages long-term success. Here's the key takeaway. Success with resolutions isn't about willpower alone. It's about strategy, habit, and consistency. Design your goals with intention, break them into steps, track them, plan for obstacles, create a supportive environment, lean on accountability, and celebrate progress. That's the formula for lasting change. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to New Year's Resolutions, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Amp, Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.